right, everybody. Welcome back to Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer here at Kamitian Field. And this is brought to you once again by the Holliston Hub, the Holliston, which is the artist formerly known as HCAT, and where your Holliston Panthers are taking on the Norton Lancers today. I'm your host, John Drawn, with my co-host, and he was back off the injured reserve list, none other than the godfather of Holliston soccer, none other than Mr. John Marshall. We're also joined by our Holliston Hub production crew. Tom Harmon is our executive producer. And on the camera, Lindsay Crane. These are two of the, as we have always said, these are two of the brightest and youngest and, arguably the most talented of anybody that works here at Holliston Hub. Now or ever has been, really. So we're glad we have the A-list crew that's on here today. And another beautiful day at Kamitian Field, where Holliston, coming in today with a 5-4 record, is taking on the Norton Lancers with a 4-4-1 record. So first things first, welcome back to the booth. You had taken a little time off.
Yes, I certainly did.
And we have been hearing from many of your fans for many weeks now. When is he coming back? He is. Just to say, for my father-in-law, that's just for clarification purposes, those who you don't know, John Marshall is also my father-in-law, but he is has fans across the nation, as he has been calling. We have been doing this now. This is our 6th year of doing Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer.
Wow,
yes, it is.
That's good, yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to this particular game because there is one of the players I'm eager to see.
I think you might be referring to none other than number 22, Kate McCarron.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Who in the last game, game that we had here at home, Kate McCarron scored not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 goals, and it just happened to be her 16th birthday. So
I remember it was, I think, when she was a freshman. I remember I was watching them kicking in at the beginning of the game, and there was something about this. There was something about this kid that I thought was amazing. The way she approached the ball, the way she hit it, the strength and power and direction and for everything. And I followed her through that year, and she was one of the best players as a young player I'd ever seen.
Well, as this is your first game back, she is picked up right where she left off last year, and maybe even a little bit more, as Kate McCarron is pretty much she has established herself as probably one of the most prolific scorers here in the league. So, as I said, Holliston comes in a record 5-5. Holliston coached by, of course, longtime coach Brielle Chadsey. Norton 4-4-1. And they are coached by Meg Elliott, who also played. So Holliston's got their work cut out for them today, because I was looking at some of the schedule for Holliston and Norton, and I'll tell you what, Norton has played some good games and won some games. So we'll see. So here we are. We're underway. Norton, of course, is going from the southeast to the north, so from the southwest to the northeast in their visiting whites, and Holliston, of course, is in their crimson home red. And we are underway. So one of the things, as you had mentioned, from a scoring, Norton pops the ball, goes to the keeper, Holliston keeper Kira Lucas. You had said that Kate McCarron is someone that they're going to be looking for. We also have we've also got some people that have really kind of shown up this year. Particularly sophomore Lauren Mulvaney, number 3. So watch out for her. Mulvaney, who plays that attacking midfielder, so you'll see her involved in a lot of the action. So Norton, one of the things that was interesting as I was doing my pregame research is that Norton beat Medway this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Norton beat Medway and beat him well, 3-0. And Medway is one of the Holliston losses this year. They lost 1-3. So, as I said, these two teams looked.
They should be well matched, right?
From the record, they looked relatively well matched. So early on, Norton trying to control Holliston. As I was talking to you earlier or last week, you'll see a different style of play with Holliston as they try and bring their backs. We've seen a little more aggressive play, especially from the defense.
So they've learned.
They may have been watching some of your film later on from before. Yeah,
No, I think they probably learned because the opposition taught them.
There's McCarron on the outside. I don't know if you want to give her that much space on the outside. All right, so another strong player that's been playing really well is junior Hannah Holden. Hannah Holden, number 13, playing in that midfield right there, and then behind her in the defensive mid is Ellie Grandforce, also a junior, who's been have a really solid season. Holliston also has their back line, which consists of their center backs consist of 2 sophomores. And McCarron with almost a turn, can't get it up. Norton player, nice play by that Norton defense. Looked like that was that might have been number 6 or 7. Can't really see who that was for Norton. I'm not really sure if those numbers are matching up. But I don't know if you saw that. If you saw that Norton defender almost sat on the ball.
No, I didn't see. What is this, a penalty?
And it looks like they called a penalty. It looks like they called a penalty right there early on.
Really?
So it looks like Mulvaney, the sophomore, is going to take this penalty kick. I think it might have been a handball.
I didn't see it, to be honest.
So Mulvaney for the penalty kick early on. Shoots and scores!
A nice goal.
So Holliston is on the board early. Lauren Mulvaney with a penalty kick, and I believe it was a handball.
Yeah, there was just a crowd of players, and I couldn't see anything, yeah.
Exactly. So it looked like, Mulvaney is able to convert the penalty, and Holliston's on the board 1-0. I'll tell you what, that goal is going to be important, as Norton has shown that they have been able to play some defense and be able to stop some attacking teams. They haven't given up any real large number of goals this year. So Norton can play some defense, and as you can see, they move the ball well.
Yeah, that's right. Those quick passes are very accurate. That's if they're going to play like that, that's going to be quite a game.
So that was Grandforce that came up, and she came in a little too hard, so there's going to be a Norton free from about the 40-yard line. Long ball in low. Mancuso's there. There's Mulvaney, send it forward. Goalkeeper misplayed that ball, and she's way out of the goal. If Holliston get a shot on, Holden's there. There's Caitlin Clark on the outside. Clark, one time across, she earns the corner. That was trouble. So it looked like it was the keeper. Looking at the keeper, I think it's Gabrielle Murphy for Norton, and she misplayed that ball, and the ball bounced off of her own head. But there was no Holliston player there able to get a hold of it. Corner kick in. McCarron's there, gets a head on it, just puts it past the post.
Yeah, right. She's a tall lady, isn't she?
She's the tallest one in the league.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's the tallest player that we've seen this year. And maybe there's more, but McCarron's tall, and of course that comes from her parents, who are, we discussed this before. They're almost like freaky, weird kind of athletes, super athletic, tall, gifted, and Kate is just kind of following in their footsteps. That's, of course, Tim and Lori McCarron. More Lori than Tim. She asked me not to say that, but I have to call it like I see him. All right, ball forward. Is that Clark on the other side now? Clark's there. There's Mancuso on the outside. Mancuso, the sophomore back, playing the other outside back opposite Claire Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
That's Grant. Grant on the outside. So numbers 8 and 9, Grant and McGelliot. There's trouble. And she's offside.
Yeah, she's offside.
I think that was Jordan Tatro for Norton, number 17. Again, I'm not sure if my numbers are matching up here, but we'll do our best. I have all the sponsors. I mean, it's the same sponsorship, right? Yeah. Okay. So of course we're going to review our sponsor because, as you know, today's game is brought to you by. It's brought to you by you, our listeners, and of course it's brought to you by the people who participate in cable TV here in Holliston. But it's also brought. There's a sliding tackle, and looks like it's going to be. Karen got the ball, but it's going to be a throw-in. Ball in. So we'll go over. We'll talk about it, but it's also brought to you by. We have some our fall sponsorship here for the Holliston Hub. We have five very generous organizations that have chosen to sponsor. We'll go through each one by one as we like to talk about them. We'll go in reverse order this year, or this game, to make sure everybody gets fair representation. Long ball in, and it's up, and it goes over the head of Lucas. Oh, my goodness. Did you see that?
I did see that, and that was a very bad mistake. It seemed to go... she was tall enough to pick that out of the air, but it seemed to go between her hands.
So it's that tough angle, right? That ball that kind of loops in, right? And it's coming on a downward side, and it's just over the hand. And you're right, it looked like
sorry, that's any average goalkeeper should have picked that out there. Particularly, she's a tall keeper as well.
I don't know. From this angle, it looked like she might have just been a little bit step too forward. But Norton's on the board now.
Yep.
I think that might have been number 16, Maggie Ann Corcoran. So Corcoran. I could have that wrong, but regardless, at the 9th minute, Corcoran scores after Mulvaney scored on the penalty kick. So we're all tied up here after that free kick from Norton, and it was a well-placed shot. It was in that upper corner, and
yeah,
all right, but Kira Lucas,
certainly,
she might have been able to get it, but then again, sometimes things look a little bit easier from up here than they do from down there. There's Mulvaney forward, so Holliston trying to keep the ball forward, but this game's tied at 1. So our first sponsor is game brought to you today by Basil's. Basil's, which is the Basil's restaurant, which is right on Washington Street in Holliston, which is a longtime favorite, particularly for the athlete crowd, for the sports crowd, as Basil's has always been a favorite for a place to go, get some pizza, get all kinds of other food as well after a big Holliston victory at any level. And the guys at Basil's, as we all know, what wonderful family, very supportive of pretty much everything that happens in Holliston. So happy to see that they're a fall sponsor. And as we've talked about, if you want some pizza, Basil's, and they'll tell you, those guys will tell you that there's no better pizza. There's McCarron on the outside. Sends the ball forward.
Nice pass.
She's got Clark, and Clark was probably 3 steps offside.
That was a very nice pass across.
Not too shabby.
Basil's has the best mozzarella sticks.
And Basil's, it's been brought to my attention by Lindsay Crane that Basil's has the best mozzarella sticks. So that means they're using some good cheese. It's got to be it, right? Norton with a free long ball forward. It goes over the head of Mancuso. And it's going to go out, and it looks like it might have caught the ponytail of Mancuso, so it's going to be a Norton throw-in, and there it is. So 10 minutes in, we're tied at 1. Holliston scoring on a Lauren Mulvaney penalty kick in the 5th minute. And then Norton answering in the 9th minute. A shot off a free kick over the head of Kira Lucas. And here comes Norton again. Looks like number 1, Taylor Collins, captain for Norton. Collins fights through that ball. She's being watched by McElliott. So as I was saying, the 2 center backs for Holliston is Nora McElliott and Sophie Grant, both sophomores. So and they've been doing an outstanding job of solidifying that back line. Because Holliston has been very stingy as far as being able to give up any goals. In fact, that might have been the first goal we've seen this year. from our home games. There's Grand Forest pushing, trying to push past. There you go, ball up to Clark. So what do you see? You see them trying to go up that left side. I see the left side is seems like that's kind of where coach has kind of had them pushing the ball up, trying to see if they can make something happen over there.
Yeah. It's a very up to now. It's a very even game. It's just one end to the other, and I don't know that any one team stands out, quite honestly.
Well, we haven't had any real. The one good look that they've had, that Holliston had, Kate McCarron had the ball in front of them, and that was probably what initiated that penalty. Is that McCarron was there?
Yeah, I think it did.
And so, and again, Holliston's their main defense has been to try and keep that ball down the other end. Grant does a nice job, finds Caitlin Clark. She tries to find Mulvaney and can't, but it's going to be another Holliston throw. So here they are on the left side. A couple of substitutions coming in. Utke comes out. Mulvaney comes out. We see Kirchner, the freshman. Olivia Kirchner, that's a shot, long ball in. Oh,
very nice.
Hannah Holden, the junior, attacking midfielder, makes a long shot in and almost gets it over the outstretched hand of the Norton keeper, but she makes a nice save. There's Claire Fitzgerald. I haven't said her name yet. Claire Fitzgerald, senior captain, right back, number 1. Claire Fitzgerald is a 4-year starter here and is one of the anchors of this team.
8.
Number 1, Claire Fitzgerald, throwing that ball in right now. McCarron with a nice turn. No one's there. Clark almost had a piece of it. McCarron with a nice turn in. There's Holden pushing it back, trying to find. There she go. There's Fitzgerald.
Yes.
There you can see, and you can see Fitzgerald is playing back, playing up, and getting involved in that attack. Clark pushing the ball forward. Norton looks like they're Holliston still maintaining that pressure. So as we said, as you had said, this seems like it's a very evenly matched game so far.
So far it is. Yeah.
And their records are just about evenly matched as well. So
I like the way the Holliston backs are pushing up and overlapping and stuff like that. They've never done that so much before. That's a big improvement. And
it looks like they're doing it relatively seamlessly. So it doesn't seem like they're struggling about that.
No.
Freshman Emma Arsenault sends the ball forward. Not bad, but there's Fitzgerald on the outside coming up. It tries to send it forward, and ball's full.
Oh.
Keeper makes a dive and catch. Clark was there.
Just got her fingers to it.
Keeper made a nice play. Nice play just to deflect that as Caitlin Clark was about to turn on and one-time that. Clark!
Ooh. Who was that?
That was Kate McCarron. Kate McCarron with the turn. Strong left foot. Just put it wide of the post. So there we go. So Holliston looks like they're starting to do a little, they're picking up the pace here, particularly on the attack.
They seem to be doing more attacking. They seem to be in the Norton, is it?
Yep.
Half of the field. More than Holliston is up there, more in the Holliston end.
You are correct. Arsenault, the freshman, she gives it up. Taylor Collins trying to make something happen. I mean, trying to turn the momentum, but Holliston still pressuring forward. Ranford is pressuring. There's Mancuso. Mancuso coming from the outside. And Kirchner's there. And looks like it's going to be a Holliston throw. Mancuso's going to throw it in. So, back to our sponsorship. If you're hungry, you want pizza, and that's the other thing about Basil's is they have they have that Greek influence. So the whole family's from Greek, and of course the whole family works there, and you're always 99% chance that you're going to see one of the family. They're always, as I said, they're always happy to see you. But that Greek influence that Basil's has is it's hard to compare with. Norton turns. There's Fitzgerald's there, but she can't get a piece of it. Lucas comes out, misses it. Lucas still out of the goal. Ball comes forward, push it forward, and there's Fitzgerald over her head. Wow, what a great shot. It's a Norton player on the attack. I want to see who it is. And Norton scores. Looks like it was number 12, Adeline Corcoran. So Adeline Corcoran, this could be her, I think that's her second goal of the game. So Adeline Corcoran recognized that Lucas had come out of the goal, tried to make a play, missed it. Corcoran's able to get control of it and then put it over the head of, unfortunately, Claire Fitzgerald. Just couldn't get high enough to get that ball, and the ball went in. So Norton takes a lead at the 18th minute of a score 2-1. So that's, and here we are. So Holliston, the first time we've seen Holliston trailing here at home.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very careful, those breakthroughs out here. This Norton team seems to be, when they get a chance up there, they're very quick. And I'll call him the centre forward, I don't know if she was, but she's extremely fast.
And speed, that'll do that.
She got ahead of the challenging player. I mean, and that was a nicely put through ball to her.
And that's the thing, Claire Fitzgerald is not slow. That's she's never been known as. No. They've said nope, she's too slow. No, she's outside back, comes forward, long ball in. Lucas is there, and it goes past her. Corcoran's there to connect with it. Unmarked.
I'm sorry, but that should have been saved.
So Lucas somehow misjudged that ball, and I will say, though, that Corcoran came unmarked on that free kick. So another Norton free kick, ball looked over the line, and unfortunately we have Adeline Corcoran, who's there on the other end of it. She scores her second goal of the game, and that's at the 21st minute. So now Norton leads by a score of 3-1. We're in timeout right now, and so what does Holliston need to do to kind of?
Well, what I would do, I'd change the goalkeeper. That's what I would do, because there's got to be 3 mistakes that. I think there's a problem there. I don't understand.
I don't know. I may disagree in the sense that Kira Lucas, who, granted, that one shot that kind of went over her head, that first one, that was on a tough angle. This right here, that was one that she probably could have had, but Corcoran came in unmarked. I feel like the Holliston defense are kind of, particularly they're flat-footed on that kick. So I don't want to, it's again, right? The goalkeeper's always the last one. They're the last line of defense.
Sure.
It'd be nice if she got a little help. And granted, when she came out and missed that ball, she unfortunately was out of play, and Corcoran from Norton made a nice turn and able to put that ball over. That was a good shot.
Well, yeah, that's the issue.
Hard luck,
you're playing up a very clever, skillful attacking group with Norton, but then Holliston have the same thing. If you let them loose in front of goal like that,
that's right. So that's what Holliston needs to do, right? Holliston needs to kind of get their attack back in order. And I think they can. It's early enough, right?
Well, yeah, I think so. It's going to be they're going to have to really turn turn the taps on, but yeah, they have the capability to do it.
And to turn the taps on. But that's the thing. The thing about this is that, now this is a good sign to see what a team does when they're down.
Oh yeah.
When they're down, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of time left. There's
Yeah.
a lot of soccer left to play. So
Oh sure.
it's not time to panic. And here's Holliston coming forward. Mancuso was there. Looks like, that's Utke. Bella Utke was there. She's unable to get a foot on it. But, there's a lot of time left. So we don't have to start panicking and launching the ball in the box and hoping that the defender, the Norton defenders start making mistakes.
No, you don't want to do that. You want to skillfully continue playing the way you know how to play. And this team can certainly do that.
But you can see how if you get into one of those games where you start to panic and you start to not play your game, and
Yeah.
Holliston's game this year has been control the middle. They control the midfield by their attacking midfielder and their defending midfield. They've done a very good job, and then able to get that ball to Kate McCarron up front, where McCarron is not afraid to play with her back to the goal. If we can get the ball to McCarron, and then McCarron can either distribute or have the ability to shoot, then Holliston's going to be in business. So 20 minutes in. We're halfway to the halfway.
What's that?
Looks like that was...
What was that called for? Did you see it?
Be like the girl down to the house.
Looked like, it was just a Holliston, just a Norton foul. So Hannah Holden's going to take this free kick. Hannah Holden can hit it, and she does.
That is a nice ball.
Ball's trying to
That
find
is a
McCarron.
very nice free kick.
Yep, good play by Norton to clear it out, and here they come, right? Norton does a good job on that counterattack. Grant's able to turn it, that was McGilliot. He's able to turn it, but goes right to the Norton keeper, sends it out to midfield. Fitzgerald fighting on the outside, and Norton bringing players forward. So Norton does a good job of transitioning as well. And this is where Holliston, I feel like, is those balls that are coming. It seems like those balls that are coming in the middle of the field are Norton's getting to those balls 2 out of 3 times, and then sending it forward. So it looks like Norton's with the substitution. So as I said, we're just over halfway to the halfway, and Norton leads by a commanding score of 3-1. See Lucas shading her eyes from the sun, so I think there may be she may be fighting the sun a little bit here as well.
Yeah, because that's what I certainly can't see where the sun is right now.
So kind of a fight down there, and it looks like it's going to be a Holliston free kick. I think here, when she looks here to this western side, she's looking right at it. Play back to Lucas. She sends it forward. This goes right to Norton. That's cleared out. Arsenal's trying to get there to help, and here comes McCarron. McCarron runs into traffic. Still has it. Pass the ball forward. He's got Holden. Holden tries to give it back to McCarron. There's Fitzgerald to help out. McGilliott's there. She's able to turn. Doesn't get enough on it. It's picked up by Norton. Norton doing a nice job of controlling the ball. So you're starting to see the tides turning a little bit. Norton with some control. And there's Fitzgerald with a nice play. So we discussed earlier about our sponsorships. So the Holliston Hub, which is, most people know the Holliston Hub as HCAP, but Holliston Hub has had a little bit of a rebranding, a reopening, if you will. And the reason that the Holliston Hub became what they are is because Holliston Hub, they realize that they're kind of like the center of all things, all news and activity and information that kind of happens here in Holliston. So they're like, why not? Why don't we change our name and not just talk about being on TV, but also all of our social media platforms, all of our website, our YouTube channel. So Holliston Hub is, here comes Norton, staying with it.
Oh, nice
play.
Nice.
Mancuso's on the outside. Mancuso trying to get by. So Norton's trying to keep that ball down at Holliston end. They're doing a good job of it. So the Holliston Hub is a cable access. So just give a little background here as Norton pushes forward. Is cable access TV is predominantly funded by and has traditionally been funded by cable TV. So if you had Comcast, which is now Xfinity, or Verizon, which is I guess still Verizon, that's where the both of those companies would fund these local cable access television stations. Now, in the dawn of streaming and the streaming channels and all of the way TV has evolved, people are kind of happy with the fact that they can now cut their cable. They can still watch regular network TV, but they don't have to subscribe to these cable companies. Now, what happens is, if that's great, and you're more streamlined. You save money. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But who doesn't save money is the local cable access TV stations, which predominantly got funded by said cable subscribers. So as cable subscribers go down, as does the Holliston Hub's ability to provide you all this wonderful programming. So, Holliston Hub, HCAT, we are a nonprofit organization. And as a nonprofit organization, we are raising money. So this is why we have our fall sports sponsorships. We have our programming sponsorships. And for those people, and why we're also, as I said, it's a nonprofit. So you, our listeners, donate and make this happen. Here's Norton on the attack again. Push forward. Grant's there. Gets past her. Kira Lucas calls her off. It bangs into the back of Ellie Grandfors. Once again, Norton looks like they are putting a few things together on the attack, and things got a little scary down there for the Holliston defense.
It's all breakaways.
So number 6, Maureen Malvey is in up front, giving McCarron a rest.
Nice.
And there's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's trying to be everywhere today, and there's a collision there. It looks like that's going to be called on Fitzgerald. So in the 27th minute, Norton leads Holliston by a score of 3-1 on goals by the Corcorans. This is Maggie Ann Corcoran taking the shot, and long ball in, and Lucas is there, and she's able to corral that one. Maggie Ann Corcoran, who scored the first goal from just about the identical spot.
Yep. I think that Norton have seen the mistakes that have been made, and they're pushing those high balls through. That's about the third or fourth one.
And they're trying
right up there.
Yeah, they've done some scouting.
Yeah,
They've seen that trying to hit that ball high. All right, so Holliston's got a couple of their starters that are taking a break right now. See if Holliston can put together any type of an attack. Norton throwing in deep in the Holliston territory. Holden's there. Grandfors is there. Fitzgerald's there. There's, you can see Claire Fitzgerald again, outside back, playing forward, trying to keep that ball down in the Norton end. You can't see her from where you're sitting right now.
No, I'm looking through a window.
So looks like we have some more Holliston subs coming in. McCarron's coming back in.
Good.
And looks like we are waiting for the substitutions to come in. McCarron, the freshman Kirchner's there. Fitzgerald with the throw. Holden's there. And there's a ball forward. Grant misplays it. He's able to come back and find Lauren Mulvaney. Mulvaney tries to change fields. Once again, that Norton defense is strong. Ball forward. Mancuso comes up from the outside. She's there. There's Mulvaney. Mulvaney one time lofts it. McCarron just can't get under it. Still in.
She's got it.
Still in. McCarron on the outside tries to push it through and can't. Gets a left foot on it. Sends it across. Holden's there and scores!
Good. Now that was good.
That was Ellie Grandforce.
Yeah.
Let's see who that was. It looked like, no, it wasn't. I don't think it was Grandforce. It looked like number 3. Yeah, that was Lauren Mulvaney. Mulvaney was there. So McCarron with a great shot gets that ball across with her left foot, and Mulvaney's there to finish. So Holliston back in it. Lauren Mulvaney with her second goal in the 29th minute after a cross by Kate McCarron. So right back, Holliston's right back in this. That was something much needed for this Holliston team so they can start playing their game.
That's right. Now it's a 1-goal game again.
And a great play, great finish by Lauren Mulvaney on the outside.
It
First,
really was.
she didn't come down with it clean, tried to hit it once, and then was able to collect it. Did a nice job. And here comes Norton on the outside. Nice play by Sophie Grant.
Nice tackle.
There's Fitzgerald. Still has it. Fitzgerald's got McCarron.
Where's she go? Now there. No. Wait a minute. What's going on?
That was Malvey who's playing
offside?
forward. Malvey was offside.
Oh.
And she was offside.
Really?
And, of course, this is one of the things. When you watch soccer with my father-in-law, usually when if the ball doesn't go exactly where he wants it to go, he'll often question, make sure why the referee is.
You can't trust everything.
No, right. You can't trust everything you see.
No.
So that's Emerson Arsenal, number 2, who's playing in right now. She sends a ball with the left foot, and it's going to be another Norton throw. So 3-2 as we enter the 30th minute here. 2 Lauren Mulvaney scores. Nice cross by Kate McCarron. Some hard luck on Kira Lucas as she got stuck outside the goal for that second goal, and then just some really good shooting. Some good shooting on the part of Norton. So Holliston trying to change the tide a little bit here, but put some more pressure on. I think they're doing it.
Oh, they are doing it.
Karen fights.
But they're up against a very good defense too. So
McCarron gets that call. I'm not really sure how that.
No.
But she did. McCarron throws in. Arsenal's there. Arsenal with the left foot pushes it across. He's got Mulvaney.
Up the wing.
Mulvaney's got Mancuso on the outside, trying to do something on that left side, and they really just haven't had anything happen on that left side this whole first half. Lucas is there. Fitzgerald over the head of Kirchner. Arsenal, that's Emerson Arsenal. There's Mulvaney. It's cleared, and Norton's trying to reset as Holliston starts pressuring forward. So we talked about our sponsorships. One of the other sponsors for Holliston Hub is the long-standing Holliston Institution Superette. Superette, which is the place where you can pretty much get anything that you need with respect to food or fish or olive oil or potato chips or a really good sandwich or everything else in between. Superette, of course, is owned and operated by none other than Holliston. One of the most familiar faces in Holliston is Chris Lancini. Chris Lancini, of course, is not only a longtime supporter of pretty much anything that happens in Holliston. He's also a very dear friend of mine, and he's the guy who pretty much, if something's going to happen, he's going to be part of it. And as is, when we talk about Holliston, people talk about the center of Holliston, downtown Holliston. Superette is right in the middle of it, and never a dull moment at that place. Never. And Chris Lancini makes sure that ball coming out, and Lucas is there, makes a great play. She's got to get up. She goes down. People are still down, and Lucas comes out, makes a decision making. She gets there just in time. Nice play by Kira Lucas coming out of that goal to save that. Lucas made that. She decided to do it and made that commitment. She made a nice play. Holden's there, and here we go. Kirshner back in the game. Malvy's there. So Malvy loses and gets turned back, and here comes Norton again. Norton up there, right side. Mancuso excuses her of that. Ball forward. Grant's there. McElliott's there. And goes past Grant and McElliott and shot. And just goes off the left post. Not sure who that was. That looked like not a bad play at all. Looks like that was number 5, McKenna Shea, junior forward from Norton. Went by 2 Holliston defenders, went by both of those backs. Was able to get a good clean shot and just put it connected and just clipped that left post. Holliston got lucky on that one. Shea with a nice drive in. Showed some real speed there too. Fitzgerald plays back. Long ball forward. Clark's there. She can't get there. Tries to, and once again, Norton keeping the ball down in the Holliston end. Grant's there. Souza comes in. High-end Souza for Holliston. Playing on that left side, or on the Holliston left side. Fitzgerald to Clark. And ball on the outside. There's Corcoran again. Corcoran's already got 2 goals today. Adeline Corcoran. And it looks like it's going to be, she's earned a corner, so it's going to be another Norton corner. So Holliston, or Norton, correction, has had, they've had some success off the fixed plays. See what happens here.
I do think that although they were goal down, that the Holliston is their attacking structure seems to knit. I think it knit better than the Norton. It seems to me.
Ball in. And there's Souza's there to make that stop. As Lucas came out, ball goes down again. Shot in. And it's going to go off a Norton player. What a play by High-End Souza, the senior back who was there. Ball came in. Kira Lucas dove for it, couldn't get a hand on it, and Souza was there to stop the point-blank shot. Great play. Souza saved a goal there. Holliston got away with another one. So as we're entering the 35th minute here, Holliston with two scary chances here by Norton, and it looks like Norton's they're keeping the gas on. That ball's forward. Holden's there to help on the outside. Nice job by Hannah Holden to take that ball off. Where's our producer that has like all of the? Isn't he supposed to be drinking like Bigelow tea? Isn't Bigelow tea one of? They're not a sponsor. No, Bigelow's not a sponsor. Not one of the 5 sponsors. Although it'd be nice, right? Nice cup of Bigelow tea or some kind of tea. We'll see if we can arrange that at halftime. We'll see what we have. All right, Holliston still chasing one as we're closing, coming to the closing minutes here of the first half. Arsenal, Grand Force is there. Arsenal and Grand Force bumping into each other, but they're able to come away. Here comes Norton. Corcoran on the outside trying to go by Fitzgerald. She can't. Get some help from Clark, which is nice. It's just going to be a Holliston throw. Just under 3. And it's going to be another Holliston throw. So, if you need anything, and I mean anything, go see Chris Lancini. I mean, if you need, here's the thing though, if you're going to go to Superette and you want to go talk to Chris Lancini, then you need to be ready to talk, because Chris Lancini will talk to you. And that's one of his true gifts is this Chris Lancini. He will give you his attention, and he will talk to you and talk about anything you want to talk about. He doesn't talk about himself. No, he's talk about anything you want to talk about. That's one of why Holliston Superette is as popular and unique as any superette store, any country store you've seen. Lucas is out. Lucas is out a little early, and was able to get stuffed. Looked like that was McElliott who crashed in there. McElliott, she looks like she might be hobbling a little bit. Correction, that's Sophie Grant. So Grant sends it, and it gets blocked. More ball in, more Norton players. Holden's there just to get a foot on it. Taylor Collins is about to line that up and take a point-blank shot at goal. Holliston just not getting back.
The front two, the front line of Norton is very dangerous. They're very quick, and they've got good control, and they're very, very, very fast. And I think Holliston they let them get behind. The backs up, let them get behind them, and they by the time they've turned around, they've got a step on them, and once you get that, the goalkeeper's got a real problem. But I've noticed that she's starting to come out quicker, and by doing that, she's cutting that down, which is a very smart assumption of hers. I mean, she's read that. She's read the mistakes that have been made back there, and I think she's doing a much better job. I'd still like the Holliston attacking group. They seem to come forward as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
And the backs move up nicely to back them off, and they fall back. I think they do very well. I just think that Norton is. They're just, they're very two well-matched teams.
Yeah.
That's the issue you see.
All right, so
it's
that,
half time now.
Yeah, that brings us to the end of the first half. Norton leading Holliston by a score of 3-2. You just heard some in-depth analysis by the godfather of Holliston soccer, and we'll talk more about the godfather and kind of how he all got started. We'll also talk about some more of our sponsors. We got a big, really important, and very exciting half of soccer left. So don't go take care of whatever you need to take care of right now. It's only going to be a couple of minutes, about 10 minutes or so. So go do what you got to do. Get a snack, get ready, stretch out, whatever, because we're in for a dogfight here in the second half. So on behalf of the Holliston Hub, don't go away. Don't go too far away. We'll be right back with Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from Central Cafe. My parents bought it in 2001. They expanded it and bought the convenience store that was next door. Then they added groceries, beer, and wine. This last year, we were able to earn a full liquor license, and the store is open from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. So it's nice to come before work, get a breakfast sandwich, bunch of options, a lot of drinks here to get after a long day of work. You can stop by, get your winning lottery ticket and some tobacco products. We're located at 100 Central Street, a quick pit stop from the rail trail. It'd be great for you to come on down. We'd love to see you here.
Hello everybody, glad to be a sponsor over here from Basil's Pizza. We're here at 1568 Washington Street, Holliston, Massachusetts. Hours of operation, we're open 7 days a week, 10 to 9, and Sunday, 11 to 9. Great place, great people, great food. Great place overall. Just glad to be part of the community. We would love to see you in here. Thank you so much.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer here at Kamitian Field in Holliston High School, where the Holliston Panthers are chasing the Norton Lancers by a score of 2-3. Holliston goals had 2 goals by Lauren Mulvaney, one on a penalty kick early in the fifth minute, and then also she scored again off a Kate McCarron cross in the 29th. Norton scored on a direct free kick in the 9th minute by Maggie Corcoran, and then Adeline Corcoran scored again in the 18th minute and again in the 21st minute. So Holliston has got their work cut out for them in the second half. This is, once again, this game is brought to you by the Holliston Hub. I'm John Drohan. I'm joined by the godfather of Holliston soccer, none other than John Marshall. Our two producers, executive producers. I mean, senior executive, as executive as you can get without actually being like, I guess shareholders. Lindsey Crane and Tom Harmon are making this all happen. It's why you can see everything that you can. They're the ones who do. They really do all the hard work. Really, all we do is we kind of talk to each other. So as I said, I'm joined by John Marshall. John Marshall, how are you doing? Tell
Very
me
good.
Tell me what you see in the first half.
Well, there's the two even teams, and I think the Holliston attacking group, the forwards, are extremely skillful. They're very fast, and you can say that too of the Norton team. But the way the play is kind of in a way is fundamentally different. The Holliston team is very constructive on the ground and they work their way up. But the Norton attack, they get good service from the midfield. But it's like long balls and passing like that. It's what I've seen anyway, and they're very fast. And I think the Holliston defence has had a trouble with them. They have just not. They've been able to, just outmaneuver them and get past them and get out in front of them. And I think that's where you see the main, the first goals that Norton scored. That's what they came from. But I see the defence of there were some really bad goalkeeping issues, and I think that wasn't the goalkeeper's fault. I think she was put in a situation that was very difficult to handle. But I feel that the Holliston has they begun to realise what the mistakes they were making. They were getting the Norton attacking group, attacking forward to get behind them, to get sort of like in between them and the goalkeeper.
That's
and
right.
I've noticed that the Holliston goalkeeper has very cleverly moved up. She comes out much quicker now. And that is precisely what was needed to happen.
Like what you
and
said,
she
right?
stopped it. She stopped that play that went on right in the middle of her, right on, in front of goal. She's pushed that back, 20 feet or something, and that's been very helpful, I think. And so it'll be interesting to see what the second half holds.
So we're underway, and you're right. Like that Norton attack was. A lot of it was kind of that, like you said, and there's nothing better than some good service. That's a handball right there. So, and Norton was getting those long, but their speed, and just like we had talked about at halftime.
The two forwards are really fast.
We talked about this when we were off air about how the Holliston kind of took that for granted. Here's a Norton free kick. This is trouble here.
It is. Yeah.
This is trouble here. This is Corcoran again. She's the one who hit that one in the first half. So Corcoran can reach the goal from here. Long ball up, a little bit lower. Lucas is there. It bounces off her hands, and it's cleared by Holden. So yeah, and here comes Holliston on the outside. Lauren Mulvaney. She scored twice today. She's got help. She's got McCarron, and she's got Clark ahead. There's Utke there. Utke shoots and puts it wide of the post. So not a bad Holliston break, but that is interesting that you notice how Holliston seemed like they had a little bit more control in their attack, a little bit more deliberate in their attack when they were forward. And now, not for nothing, if the ball goes in the net,
that's right.
Counts.
Who cares?
So and Norton had a couple really, really good chances, particularly towards the end of that second half. That couple that they got lucky, and like you said, Kira Lucas made a couple nice plays and had a couple wide shots, but Norton they were knocking on the door as well. And here comes Holliston. Clark trying to get around that ball and can. Nice play by, I think that was number 17, Jordan Tatro. So Holliston trailing by 1 as they try and keep that ball. And there's Grandforce. Nice job by Ellie Grandforce keeping that ball forward, and she gets it to Hannah Holden. Grandforce, that holding midfielder again.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can generally say whoever wins the battle in the midfield wins the game. But the midfield battle between these two is is so even.
Pretty
you know?
even. That's it. May come down to just that. It may come down to, some almost
Well, that's what,
inconspicuous
yes.
play.
Yeah.
And here comes Norton trying to push it on the outside. And here comes their speed. Collins on the outside. And nice play by Grant. And it looks like there's going to be a foul.
Foul?
Yeah.
What, on Holliston?
No, it's going to be a foul on, looks like Cork or Norton foul.
Oh, I can't see
Sophie
that.
Grant. Yeah, it's hard to see. Okay, so Holliston pacing early.
What was the matter?
And it looks like that ball went out off of Clark.
Oh. Something's there.
McElliott's there. And there's Grant. Grant's going to let that go. Plays with it a little bit and puts it out in front of the Holliston net. Utke's there trying to fight for it. She can't get there. Holden's there. It's a shot, and it's going to be high. So Norton had I don't know what Sophie Grant was doing there. She's kind of playing with that ball. Next thing you know, it's bouncing in front of the Holliston goal. So our production today, of course, is brought to you by our listeners, as well as our sponsors. I'm going to name all the sponsors that we have. I've already talked about a couple of them. Sponsors, of course, are Basil's Pizza, Superette. The other sponsors, the other three sponsors we haven't met or mentioned so far, and we'll talk a little more about them, is the Henry Studio, the Central Cafe, and some little financial outfit called Main Effort Financial. We'll talk more about those guys. We're coming. Here comes Holliston trying to push forward. Grant Force is there. She pushes back, plays back to Grant. Grant to McElliott. They're dancing around with that ball. This could be trouble.
That's better.
Yeah. Grant and McElliott would seem a little indecisive as to what they want to do, but now they're out of position. Mancuso across, balls across. Settled. Nice play by... That looked like that was... Yeah, that was a nice play by McElliott. McElliott was there. Once again, Norton looks like they have some opportunity.
Yeah, they do.
Lucas sends that ball up forward. It's going to go. Utke chasing. She's going to play it. She's going to make her play it out. So Holliston earned some field position here. Mulvaney's there. She can't get it through. That's a good point. That midfield, kind of winning those balls and able to kind of turn the tide.
I know.
And it looks like Norton's did a good job of that right there. That's what a lot of people don't realize. That midfield, it stretches from side to side, right?
Oh, sure it does.
It's not just smack dab in the middle field. It goes from...
And it moves from end to end as the play moves as well.
Right. It's not always right on that top of that big H right there.
No, it's not. No.
See, this is why we pay you. This is why we renew your contract every year.
I wondered why that was.
This is why because this is the kind of analysis that the listeners demand. Misplayed. It's Grant. Grant gets turned on.
Come on.
That's McKenna Shea.
Good pass.
McKenna Shea is. McKenna Shea is hurt. She's scared those Holliston defenders more than once today.
Yep, she has.
Ball across. Nice ball in. Nice play by Grant Force to clear it.
I got to get up see if he comes in here.
The accommodation. Sometimes we have to move around a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially when you're down in that far southwestern corner. That ball forward.
Nice
Clark's on.
Oh, why did you stop?
Clark's unable to kind of crowd, able to turn
That
it.
is a nice ball.
Yep, she's got Mulvaney on the outside.
But
Mulvaney just about to get there. Gets to it.
Oh, goalkeeper, that's a foul. I'm sorry.
No call.
I'm sorry. You were standing
no
right
call.
there. You were standing right there.
She had the ball. Oh, that's a tough no call.
Yeah.
That keeper came out and she pretty much cleared Mulvaney out. That's a hard. I mean, I understand it's your keeper. The keeper's going for the ball, but that player had the ball.
He's calling it back. Isn't he calling it back?
Let's see.
What's he
There's a
doing?
whistle right now. We'll see what the discussion is.
Who's he discussing it with? Who's he discussing it with?
Looks like there's no discussion. So back the action ball comes in. Coach Chadsey want to have a few words with the referee.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I don't know.
I don't blame him.
And that's a tough call. I mean, because your keeper is going to commit their body, and that's kind of they have kind of almost a different set of rules. But at the end of the day,
No.
the player's got the ball.
That's not-
Clark's got to get to that ball and just can't. Gets cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah, this player's got the ball. You can't run into him and knock it over.
No.
You just can't.
No,
It
you
doesn't
can't.
matter if you're the keeper or not.
No, you can't.
So Holliston that's a tough call. But back to the action. Holliston still trailing by 1. But
I don't. I'm going to cover the photo. I don't think that.
they can still hear you when you're yeah. Everybody on TV can still hear you when you're crying. I know you want to say something that you can't, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I
yeah.
can't.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why they put that
Yeah.
delay in case we any explicatives come out.
Well, I was going to talk about the distribution of weight loss pills and stuff like that.
Nope, we can't do that.
No.
Ball in. Nice shot.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice shot by Holden, but just wide. Holden got some. She got some zip on that ball.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good shot, actually.
There's Grant pushing the ball forward. Grant sends it way forward, a little too far.
Come on, that's not going to do you
A
any
little too
good.
far.
No.
All right, so Holliston still trailing by 1 into the 50th minute. McCarron, haven't seen a lot of her the past 7 minutes, but there she is. McCarron's a person who can turn this around one kick. So
Oh, no, you got to get it on the floor.
there she is.
Gotta get it,
McCarron settles it, pushes it past. McCarron does a nice job of trying to get around, almost does. And McCarron earns herself a corner. Holliston corner. So McCarron does a good drive, and it looks like it's going to be Holden's going to take this one. And a Holden. Nice ball up. It's high.
Hard luck.
Mulvaney almost be able to get a hold of it, just sailed over the top of that post.
That was a nice corner. She dropped it right across the goal, and it was dropping as it went past the far post. The far post, and it's a pity somebody hadn't been standing there. It was a very, very good corner.
So here we go.
Ooh.
Holliston trying to keep pressure up, and it's going to be a Norton throw. And then Norton will keep it. So our third sponsor, as I mentioned, is the Henry Studio, led by world-renowned photographer Rich Powers. The Henry Studio, which is, if you, we talk about this every time, is the true art of photography. There's McCarron intercepts, and Holliston on the counter. McCarron's got Hutke on the outside, unmarked. Hutke's there. McCarron tries to get that ball across, shoots,
Ooh.
hits the post, and gets across. And nobody's there. Holden gets a shot and snaps it right at the keeper. Holden got one with pace.
Shot.
So McCarron had a good shot. Looks like it hit the keeper as well as the post.
Yeah.
And then Holden was able to come back on the rebound, able to push past, got a good look. Just put it right at the keeper, Gabrielle Murphy. So Holliston banging on the door, and here they go again.
There you go.
There's
There you
Corcoran.
go. You've got this one-on-one battle.
Corcoran shoots, and
Very
is able-
good. You get that
Lucas
one.
is there. Yeah, you have these like just kind of one-on-ones, and that's without any help on the inside. So as I said, Henry Studio, with Mr. Rich Powers, true photography artist. McCarron once again on the outside. McCarron seeing it.
Oh.
McCarron sends one over the crossbar. So McCarron's starting to come alive here.
Yeah.
Starting to really put the pressure up on that right side. So it's almost like in Holliston, there's so many of these kind of Rich Powers photographs from the Henry Studio. So look around, you'll see them, and it's not like it's not a picture that most people can take. That's kind of the amazing thing about these photographers. Like, everybody's got a camera now on their phone, so there's millions more pictures taken, but these photographers can do it. Ellie Grandforce hustling way down, takes that ball. Nice play by Ellie Grandforce.
Beautiful.
She recovers, chase it all the way down, is able to take it off, and Nav Holliston retain control. Butke pushes it out to Mancuso.
No.
Mancuso, hard touch. There's Mulvaney. McCarron on the outside. So Holliston trying to win that right side. There's inside.
Back her up.
There's Mulvaney.
Support her. Come on.
Mulvaney goes down. It goes down hard. And it looks like there might
What's
be.
he done? No, he ain't gonna
She's
get
still
it.
down.
I don't know what you're signaling.
Mulvaney gets up gingerly. Looks like they're going to take a look at her. A couple Holliston substitutions coming in. So at minute number 55, Holliston throw in the Norton end. Holden's there, and it's going to go off her foot. Nothing doing. So the Henry Studio, if you for any of your photography needs, you want to get some pictures done for your website, you want to get some pictures done for graduation, you want to get some pictures done for family reunion, you want to get your pictures done for, he's also really good at taking pictures of dogs. He's a famous dog photographer, as we all know. So if you want to get pictures taken of your dog that you're not going to be able to take, you go to the Henry Studio. All right, so it's going to be a Holliston free here. She's going to take it. Be Mulvaney. He's going to take it from depth. It's about the 25.5-yard line for all you American football fans. Mulvaney can hit it. So this could be dangerous territory. Here she goes. Ball up, and it's going to sail. Mulvaney got a little too much of that one. Put it over the crossbar. So we're just going to take a high school soccer timeout right now. So what do you see happening?
Well, it's the same old battle all the way along. It's very even. First one to make a real serious mistake is going to...
It's almost like we haven't seen...
I haven't seen anything.
A lot of real, especially in this half.
No.
So far, the play's been relatively tight. I'd say, the Holliston, the Kate McCarron look that she had, those are both strong. I'd like she'd like to have those back. She had a couple of shots that really,
But what I don't understand too is like that free kick they were given just there. There's a line. They all line up, and the person with the ball just slams it straight at the. But if you watch the senior players and the professionals play, they don't do that. I mean, there's always somebody comes out of that line and comes towards the person that's taking the ball. So instead of blasting it at a line of people, which they're not going to get through anyway, they got an interim pass they can make, and what that does, that immediately makes that line move to them, and it breaks it down.
Here we go.
Never see anything like that.
Here we go. Well, I think what happens, and you're right, like where you kind of break that line, but unfortunately the line, at this level, especially for girls soccer, I mean, these kids can hit it, right? They can reach the goal from there.
That's not the point. Reaching the goal is not the point.
But remember, if I can reach the goal. And remember the height of that line, that's different than in the pros. Like that height might be it's not that hard to get that ball over the top of that line. So
some of these kids, they're certainly taller than me. I'm not a giant, but no, it's a strategic.
I understand.
It's a strategic issue. And it's the coaches they watch a game of soccer and they never see it blasted like that. Never. you know.
Well, I think, and a lot of the strategy here is, you kind of play for that mistake, you play for that rebound, because that's just the way things happen here, right? At this level, it's hard to come down with a ball and control a ball that's hit at you that hard.
So don't do it.
It's hard to do. All right, so here we go. Got some new people in for Holliston. Looks like we got Sedona Ciccarella on the left side, number 15. And here comes Norton again. Nice play by Grandfors to turn it. Fitzgerald on the outside.
Nice. There you go.
And there we go. And there's the turn. Arsenal turns, trying to get to McCarron, and does.
Did. Yeah.
And McCarron's on the outside.
She's got somebody on the inside with her, and the outside too. Oh, very well done. Nice pass.
Karen's got the other
She's
Arsenal.
got to pull it back.
And gets pushed out. Holliston's going to keep it.
She's going to keep it.
Claire Fitzgerald with the throw from the right side. There's Holden. Fitzgerald tries to make a move on the outside. Just going to get pushed back slightly. Arsenal puts back. She's got Grant. So you see Holliston's up. Holliston's got her line up. They're pressuring. You got everybody forward. And Kuzo can't get to it. Grant's there. Grandfors is there, and here comes. Now it's trouble.
No,
Gerald's there. Just gets a piece of it. Lucas is going to be able to control. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was saying that was very nice, because you had the Holliston forwards. They quickly came back and repossessed that ball. They didn't stand where they were. They got right back in the defence again. I think they're playing very well, actually.
McKenna Shea once again. McKenna Shea earns a free kick. So Shea has been trouble for these guys all day.
Yep.
That's number 5 for Norton. So now we have a Norton free kick from the right-hand side. Correction. I thought it was a free kick. No, it was a throw.
Oh, was this right?
I think the fans were. I thought they were happy. It seems like the Norton fans, they were upset, as they thought that Shea earned a call, and I don't blame them. It seemed like there was a lot of contact. But here we go. Ball to Shea. Cleared out. Arsenal's there. She can't come down with it. Long ball up, and it's going to bounce to Lucas. She's going to control
That's
it.
bad. That's not good. That's a silly thing.
Here comes Lucas. Holden does such a nice job playing with her back to the goal.
She does.
Ciccarella, she
That's
sends
nice.
it forward.
Come on.
She's got
Get that.
Fitzgerald.
Yes, you got it.
Fitzgerald gets to it.
Give it to somebody. There you go.
Once again, it's a different game when you have the godfather of Holliston soccer on your side, and that's okay. We don't pretend to be objective in these games. This is a home game. We do the home games for a reason.
That's right, to win it.
Grandfors pushes out. It's going to be a Norton throw. Holliston trying to put together another chance to get in front of that Norton goal. Holden's there.
It'll be there. It'll come.
And there's McCarron. McCarron forward. Norton's done a pretty good job of keeping the ball out of keep McCarron's possession, as they've watched the tape on Holliston. Holliston desperately trying to get her the ball in a position where she can do something with it. And there she is. She gets double teamed. And once again, Holliston's going to keep it. The fourth sponsor we have is the Central Cafe. Central Cafe, run by the Azir family. Again, another Holliston institution right there on Central Street, hence the name Central Cafe. And they're another place that has, pretty much everything you need, but it's so nice inside there and so pleasant to go into. It's kind of like It's one of like the nicest, it's a convenience store because they sell a lot of different things, but it's really nice. They also have a full liquor license. So if you need any, any beverages on a cozy fall evening, you go to Central Cafe. You can get anything you need there. Great bunch of people and very supportive of kind of all the Holliston goings on. And as we said here, there's these supporters for Holliston for the Holliston sports, the fall sports. It's there's some generous people who like to, they recognize the importance of being able to see these games to provide it for you viewers. So you can thank those guys, and also you can help as well. You can also go to hcattv.org, hccattv.org, if you want to find out ways how you can donate money. We'll always take money, and we'll donate your time. Always looking for volunteers to help our executive team out, even though they don't look like they need any help. But sometimes, many hands make light work. That's what we say. Yep. All right, so speaking of light work, Holliston's work is starting to become a little less than light as Holliston's still trailing by 1. We've had no scores here in the second half as we're into the 61st minute. Holliston's had a couple opportunities. Norton's had a couple opportunities as well, but still nothing. No one's been able to connect, and Holliston desperately needs the equalizer.
Good God.
Nice. Once again, you see Claire Fitzgerald. Yeah. Claire Fitzgerald is one of those players that, as the game goes on, as teams start to wear down. Lauren Mulvaney, nice ball forward. She's got McCarron and just can't get there. Nice play by Murphy.
Yeah, lovely ball.
Murphy comes
lovely
out.
Pass. Beautiful pass.
McCarron was there and just was one step back. Elliott, Shea gets around her, ball gets forward. Once again, Ellie Gramforce is there. Great play. Or correction, sorry, that was Sophie Grant.
She's standing open.
Sophie Grant, great play. And clearing that ball out. Kirchner pushed it forward. Clark is there. They've stymied Clark today, too. Kirchner comes forward. She's able to push it. Mulvaney's there. Kirchner still has it. Pushed it forward. It's got McCarron. And somebody was offside. McCarron was offside.
No, somebody in the middle, I think, wasn't it?
So, Holliston's still trying to figure this out. Still a lot of time. Kirchner, seen a lot of her. Finds Mancuso.
No.
Clark pushed it back to Mancuso, and Norton regains possession. Here they go.
Good tackle. Beautiful tackle.
Sophie Grant once again playing a solid game. Some Norton substitutions. Holliston still chasing one. 2 Lauren Mulvaney first half goals, followed by 3 Norton Corcoran goals, one by Maggie and the other 2 by Adeline. As we're approaching the 65th minute here. And looks like we have one of the substitutions wasn't off. We're going to do this over again. So Holliston is, you see this, right? Norton they've have good goalkeeper, right?
Yeah.
She can play, and she's been able to judge kind of these breakaways.
Yes, she has.
And there's trouble on the outside. Shot in, and it's going to go wide. That was number 3, Charlotte Richmond, and Claire Fitzgerald did a nice job of getting in front of her. So, you have a good keeper, so kind of those long balls in probably aren't going to work.
Yeah.
right? You're
Yeah.
probably going to, your keeper's going to
not
be able
gonna
to
do that.
police those up.
Yeah.
Your defenders are good. Defenders are doing a good job of keeping their bodies in
Yeah,
position.
they are. They are.
Right. So how does Holliston crack this? What's the recipe to get that equalizer? 'Cause this doesn't seem like it's working.
Well, I don't say I think they're playing like Norton is very quick. The defenses are very quick on the tackle.
Yeah.
And Holliston has got to find that open man to pass to. It's not easy when it's a game played like this, but it's.
Not sure where that call was, but it looks like Norton, they earned themselves a free kick.
Yeah.
As Holliston gets back. So trying to get past that, trying to crack that.
They won't get past it doing that.
Mulvaney's there. Things open up for her. Mulvaney get chased from the back.
Yeah. See, that's what
Taylor
they're
Collins,
very good at doing
fast.
that.
Yep.
And
It's that speed we talked about. Granfors is there, and looks like we have Mulvaney's down. Like she might have done something, some sort of looks like it might be just a cramp as she's being tended to by the on-field medic.
Who's that?
I can't see who the on-field medic is.
Yeah.
I might turn this over to the professional medical staff here shortly. Looks like I'm not even sure. It looks like it might be Hannah Holden. Oh, maybe, yeah, that sure is. It's Hannah Holden who's administering first aid there to Lauren Mulvaney as we have a little bit of an injury timeout. Mulvaney's walking gingerly off the field. That's not going to help Holliston's case.
I don't think you'll see her back, to be honest.
So Mulvaney looked like it might have been a cramp,
I don't know.
but we'll see. Hopefully she's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that'll stretch right out. All right. Just under 14 remaining to play. Holliston still chasing Norton by a score of 3-2. And looks like we have Holliston desperately trying to find that equalizer. But Norton is, there hasn't been any real momentum shift either way. And anytime Holliston gets something going, looks like Norton's able to counter. And the same thing for Norton. Same thing, Holliston's.
Excuse me.
Where's that big OT? We were able to get some water though. So we have some
good.
water.
Yeah,
our producers were able to take care of us, so we're ready to go. Looking and sounding our best. Here comes Norton. Norton does a very nice job of transitioning into the attack.
Yes, they do.
There's a ball, nice ball across, but
No.
she's able to just pushes it.
They're a nice little team, you know. You've got to give them
Taylor Collins has been causing trouble all day, and Taylor Collins
Yeah.
she's one of the fastest kids on this field. Collins she's been doing some damage for Holliston on the outside, keeping the ball down in Holliston's end. Here we go. We talked about this earlier. That midfield battle. That midfield, from sideline to sideline, is they can make that transition. They can control that ball, make that transition, and then go. And here it is. And Holden, there we go.
Oh, that's very nice. Oh,
so Holden pushes up to Utke, and Holliston's got some field position. And no, they don't. It's gonna be a Norton throw. Looked like she bounced that off, but she was the last touch. Fitzgerald there does a nice job to control. She goes down. Miguel Elliott's there. She pushes. Granfor's racing. Granfor's is going to get there. And it looks like it's going to be a Holliston goal kick.
It's goal kick, yeah.
Lucas will take that. See who's coming back in.
Oh, she is?
No, that's Kirchner's going out, and it looks like Emerson Arsenal comes in, number 2. Long ball forward, it hops, goes past Arsenal. Fitzgerald's there. It's hard to get past her. She pushes it forward, there's nobody there.
There's nobody there.
And Norton on the outside, an opportunity. Looks like that was number 14, Kaylee O'Connell. And O'Connell wasn't able to control it, and Holliston's going to push it out. So here we go. There's McCarron. McCarron pops it backwards.
That's twice. Sorry.
And
you got to get somebody in the middle.
Holden's there. Holden gets past.
Now you should give that as a foul. You should give that as a foul.
And Holden's able to earn
pushed
that
off.
corner. Not a bad.
No, that was
there was a little bit of pushing there.
Oh, that was a foul there. You can't push somebody off a ball like that.
Hannah Holden takes that corner, long in, finds McCarron, and McCarron scores! Off the corner!
Well done.
Off the corner! Hannah Holden sends it through, finds Kate McCarron's head, and puts it into the upper right-hand corner. Beautiful goal off the corner kick. I know what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, Hannah Holden to Kate McCarron for the equalizer, and Holliston ties this game up at 3. And the 70th minute, what a beautiful shot. Beautiful ball by Holden. And a beautiful finish by Kate McCarron.
There you go. Well, obviously they've been doing that all day. When they take those corners, they go right across the goal, and they're just starting to dip down just before the far post. And who was it?
That was Kate McCarron. That was your girl.
Yeah, well, she is so tall, and she can get all of those. So on corners, they want to keep doing it.
That was a great play.
And that's a nice pass there, but it's going on. Right?
Here we go. McCarron just tries to get there, but just can't.
Just can't get it.
So Holliston with 2 unanswered goals.
That's good. That's good. I mean, quite honestly, this game needs to end in a tie, if you want my opinion.
I don't know if everybody would agree with you on that.
I'm sure they wouldn't. I'm sure they wouldn't.
I don't know if they want that, but nice to
I'm
come
sure
away
they
with
don't.
Away with more than 1 point here. Mancuso does a nice job.
Yeah, she did.
Stopping that ball. Ball hit her hand, but there was no call. Incidental. Holden forward, trying to find Clark. She's not there. So the pace has picked up a little bit, and there's Holden again.
No.
Sophie Grant, solid in the back. Again, looking for Holden, but there she is. Hannah Holden takes the ball forward. It's got McCarron.
Yeah, come on.
McCarron.
Follow up, all of you.
Hutke on the outside. Nice play. Still retains control, tries to send it across, but
No.
it's not enough on it.
No.
And it goes to Murphy. So we're tied at 3 on a Kate McCarron goal off of the corner by Hannah Holden.
Well played. Nice.
Grant.
He's going to go
Here's that
nice.
midfield we were talking about.
Yeah. It's where it's at. It all comes from there.
That's where it all, all good things come from the midfield.
Yeah, well,
that's it.
Both midfields are playing extremely well.
Claire Fitzgerald, once again, doing a great job of kind of keeping that ball forward.
Yeah.
Ball on the outside, and Norton does a nice job of contact there. It looks like it's going to be a Holliston foul on McCarron.
And he's given that, and he didn't give the field.
No,
I'm sorry.
He didn't fall down. Sometimes you got to fall down. Everybody gives those professional Italian soccer players a hard time about falling down. They know when to fall down.
Yeah, that's right. They certainly do.
Long ball forward. Strong ball forward. Grant's there. Sophie Grant's playing a game today, too.
She is?
Yep, she is playing really, really well. Just controlling that back line. As I said, had a couple of, the Norton scores came off a couple of set pieces. And
this is a league game.
This is this is a league game.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Norton's in the league. So
Right, because they beat Midway, yeah.
So as we had said, this is
Yeah.
these teams are pretty much
Yeah,
evenly matched from a score perspective.
Yeah.
Ball up. It hits the crossbar.
Oh, keep it,
Ball
get
still
it.
up,
Come on.
and Lucas is there.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a surprise.
That was. It looked like it was. Was it number 14, Kaylee O'Connell, or I think it might have been. I think that might have been number 12.
Nice.
McCarron on the left side. McCarron pushes to the right, gets it taken off of her. Grandfors is there. She plays back. That's trouble.
No.
Trying to play back for
It's going
Fitzgerald.
over. It's going over.
It looks like that might have been Adeline Corcoran. I thought it could have been, also could have been McKenna Shea, but I'm not sure. Not sure if she's even out there. Still trying to identify like these Norton numbers. But that was a beautiful, I think it might have been McKenna Shea, number 5. Shea gets a clean shot and just blasts it and hits the crossbar. That was Holliston once again got really lucky right there because Shea got all that, made a really nice play. And here they go. So this one just looks like it might come down to the wire as we're in minute 75, tied at 3.
A minute? 70?
We're at the 75th minute. This game means it's almost over. We're almost done.
Hey.
I don't think we're going in extra time. We definitely don't go into PKs yet.
No.
Speaking of PKs, we did see one earlier. It was the first goal of the game.
Yep.
Penalty kick. Nice conversion. Then easier said than done.
Yep.
So Holliston trying to keep that ball down, and this is trouble. McElliott's chasing. And here comes Norton on the transition. Ball forward. She's there. Grant just gets a piece of it.
That's right. That defender was tracking her all the way back.
Just gets a piece of it. Wasn't pretty, but she was able to clear it out.
Yes.
Tries to push that past Fitzgerald, and she's still got it. Fitzgerald in front of her. Ball's up, and it looks like it wanted a handball on Ellie Grandfors. No call. It's like Holliston's doing a little bit.
Oh shit! No, I thought they were going to call that out.
That ball looked like she got that. It's a nice play. That's Ella Lombardo, number 20. She looks like she got the ball. That could have been trouble. So you would have called that foul. Not a foul. Not according to those referees.
No.
That would be a tough call right there. But
yep.
They were knocking on the door.
Yeah, well,
They
you
were
got to be right on top of those.
Mancuso's there, but she can't get a hold of it. There's Grandfors again.
She's not going to get beat.
Fitzgerald's there.
There's those back three there, the Holliston, really back one another up very, very well.
Grant with too hard a touch. Pushes back.
You need a goalkeeper out there for that.
Grant did a good job of trying to hold off. Norton fans think she did too good a job. Norton defense is tightening up here, not letting Holliston get anything forward.
No, they are doing good.
Mancuso trying to, and there it comes back. Mulvaney back in the game, but Mulvaney hits it too far. So we're under 5 to play. We're tied at 3. Coming into this game, these teams had virtually identical records. Norton had won against one of the teams that Holliston lost to, and I think Holliston had beaten a team that Norton had lost to. I'm not sure exactly which one, but there's Utke on the outside. Utke trying to turn. Can't do it, and Holliston's going to keep it. It's not a corner. It's going to be a throw-in from deep by right next to the corner. Time winding down. Holliston's trying to make something happen. Try the long throw. It's got Holden. Holden trying to earn a corner, and it's going to be just another Holliston throw. It's where you get one of those, where they do those flip throws. Throw that right in front of the goal. See if somebody can throw that. Big throw, tries to get it in. Mulvaney's there. She can't get a hold of it. Here comes Norton. Norton turning it around.
Stop her.
Norton with numbers forward.
Oh, they have.
And there's Mancuso's there, is able to clear it. See if Fitzgerald able to turn around. She can't get there.
But it's their kick throw-in. It's Holliston throw-in now.
So it's Holliston throw. Fitzgerald trying to keep the pressure forward. Puts back to Fitzgerald. She sends it forward, trying to find McCarron. They do not want Kate McCarron to get that ball.
Oh, they do not.
Defense do not want her to see it.
They do not.
There's Holden. Nice play by Holden on the outside. She's unable to turn and gives it up. Ball in. There's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, nice ball forward. She pushes.
Really got many to pass to.
Ball comes in. Gets sent back.
Where was that?
Lombardo sends it forward, and here
see
comes on the outside. Here's Utke. Tries to turn it. It's got Holden. Holden with some space. Nice move. Push it with her left foot. She gets caught. There's a shot. McCarron and scores!
God.
Kate McCarron after a ball from Holden. In the last minute, McCarron puts it just under the crossbar. And Holliston takes a lead. What a play by Hannah Holden and a great finish by Kate McCarron.
It was a lovely piece of individual work.
Wow.
Well, very well done. Well,
in the 79th minute, Hannah Holden's able to break free, get something out, and there's a whistle. And nope, and we're playing through. Hannah Holden's gets the ball to Kate McCarron, and Kate McCarron to finish. And there's McCarron again. Put this one out of reach. So Holliston takes it at the 79th minute. Holliston takes a 4-3 lead in an exciting game, and that's it. Wow. What a fantastic photo finish for Holliston defeating Norton in a really, really, really exciting game.
That was one of the best games I've seen. It was even all the way through.
Both teams played a great game.
They did. They really did.
And
I'm glad to see Holliston win. I say what I did in the first place. The fair result of this game is a tie, but they deserved it. They did. They kept playing, and that combination up on the far right side there was just overwhelmed
Norton.
Yeah, very well done. Very well done.
So Holliston and Norton finish the game. Game ends by a score of Holliston 4, Norton 3. Holliston has 3 unanswered goals, 2 in the second half. Holliston's scoring was Lauren Mulvaney in the 5th minute off a penalty kick. Lauren Mulvaney again in the 29th minute. And then Kate McCarron off a corner kick in the 70th minute. And then in the 79th minute, after a great ball forward from Hannah Holden, Kate McCarron's able to finish and put the go-ahead goal, and Holliston defeats Norton by a score of 4-3. So on behalf of the Holliston Hub, on behalf of Holliston High School Girls Soccer, John Drohan and John Marshall, Lindsey Crane, Tom Harmon, we're glad you joined us today for a great Holliston soccer game. Holliston once again defeats Norton by a score of 4-3. We'll see everybody next time on Holliston Girls Varsity Soccer. Thank you for joining us.